Welcome, friends, and namaste. Let's find our upright position and just start to presence ourselves to this moment. Notice where you're sitting on your buttocks, bones, what parts of your body are touching your foundation. And allowing the spine to grow up tall, but remembering not to be too rigid with that. And then here's a question I've been introduced to recently that I really like and speaks to me a lot. Can you make yourself 10% more comfortable? If yes, what can you do to make yourself 10% more comfortable in the position that you're in? Tuning into the muscles and the muscles that you do not need, inviting them to soften. And anything else with that physical, that musculoskeletal body. Let's bring your awareness to your breath. Let's start in the belly. There's nothing that we have to do, but just ensuring that the belly is soft and it moves on the breath. I'm sure you know this, as I say it often, but this is the diaphragmatic breath. I often call it the soft belly breath. And let's move our awareness into the rib basket. So it kind of forms a, we're going to say, circle around most of the torso. So it has a circumference. So this is the circumferential breath, I call it. When you inhale, think of the entire rib basket gently moving out away from a center point in the body. And when you exhale, it softens back in. So whatever rhythm of breath you're working with, you're putting just the bare minimal effort into allowing a slight increase in all directions on the inhale. And with the exhale, just think of that as a passive softening. If you're noticing an area anywhere around the rib basket that feels tight, you might consider inhaling into that space. And then bring your awareness up to the base of the nostrils, where the air enters and exits. And simply notice the air as it enters and exits. A potential tool here is, unless you're in an incredibly hot environment, the air is cooler as it comes in. It is warmer as it comes out of the body. Or maybe you feel the tickling of the air at the edges of the nostril or on the upper lip. And we're going to add a visualization in prana. Is that vital life force energy? It surrounds us, it's all around us, also in us. So we're going to visualize that, or imagine if you're more comfortable with that word, right? That when you inhale, prana enters in through our nostrils, comes all the way up, and we're going to bring our awareness up to that space. Pardon me, between our eyes. I'm full of yawns right now. I apologize. We'll land there for just a moment, holding the breath in. And then when you exhale, follow that same path back out from between the eyebrows down and out to the nostrils. And we'll do that in repetition. So every time you inhale from the nostrils to the third eye, you're bringing that prana up and in. And every time you exhale, you're exhaling that prana out. And of course, every inhale, we think of it being fresh vital life force being brought in. And when I exhale, I even like to think of toxins moving out of my body, which technically they do on the exhale. So in this visualization, can we help process that already happens? Maybe intensify that or amplify, enhance it. As always, if the mind wanders away, once you realize it, just very gently, just like you would if you were training a beautiful little puppy, bring the mind back to this pattern, inhaling to the third eye and exhaling out to the nostrils. The next time you breathe up and in, leave the awareness between the eyebrows. Continue to breathe, exhale, and inhale and exhale, but keep the awareness in between the eyebrows. If it's comfortable in your body or a helpful tool, you might even look towards that third eye center gently. The eyes are closed, okay, but my eyeballs can still, under my eyelids, can still move up and look towards that point of my body. That causes dizziness or strain in the eyes, don't do it. And anytime the mind wanders, so gently, bring it on back. If you prefer the breath, you can go there. Otherwise, just holding our awareness in between the eyebrows, the third eye center, we call that. Ajna Chakra, for my friends interested in chakra and energy center work. Center of intuition, perception, insight. Among other things. So you might not have an incredibly hard decision in front of you, like whether or not to leave a job or move a city, that kind of thing. But if there is anything Any decision that you have to make today that you can think of, maybe bring that into your heart mind right now. With your awareness in the third eye center, just ask, what would be the best decision? Or what is in my heart? What would serve my spirit best? And looking for that answer from your higher self. And as always, if this language turns you off, just find other words from your adult presence instead of that wounded child or other parts of ourselves that may surface. From your wisest being. And the person who knows you best in there. And if you have another question to present, you can stay right here and you can keep working in this way. Otherwise, we're going to say namaste here. So let's bring our hands together in front of our heart. Inhale. Exhale, bowing the head in, taking a moment. Giving yourself gratitude for showing up today. Namaste, friends. I don't do it every single time, but I've gotten to a point where I really do try to sit for just, even if nothing else, just a moment and bring my awareness to that point when I have, decisions that I need to make that I'm unsure of, or if I find myself wanting to ask someone else, what should I do? What should I wear? What should I, right? Try to figure that out for yourself. You know the answer in there somewhere. I have faith. Namaste, friends.